welcome back to my channel. What I have for you today is another fall DIY, and what I want to do this week is take a pumpkin and apply stamps to it and give it a very high-end look, okay? And I might do 2 pumpkins, I may just do 1, it depends. So let me show you what you'll need if you want to make this really cute fall DIY for 2021 for your decor. It's going to be so cute. Okay, I just got in my stash, I have these pumpkins. I bought them, I think it was 2 years ago when Michael's had them on a deep clearance. And I really wanted a really big white one, but I always bought these because they look so realistic. So I don't really have a tall white one. If you had a tall white one, I think it would be gorgeous, or like a cream one. I could paint this, but I really didn't want to because I love that color, okay? So you need a pumpkin, depending on your stamps, will depend on how big of a pumpkin you need, okay? So I have this one, you can see it's very tall, all right? And then I'm going to be getting my IOD stamps. Now I'll put a link in the description box below that will allow you to see if there's an IOD stockist near you, and it might save you some shipping. So that's always a good thing. You can go in person and pick it up. But I have these really pretty sunflower stamps. I love them. And they even have the really big one, but this is way too big for what I'm going to be doing, okay? So you need some stamps, but you could do this with any kind of stamps. It does not have to be IOD. Amazon sells stamps, probably Joann's, I don't know, probably do. So just get you some stamps. And then I have my Stays On Timber Brown ink, and I have this linked. I'll link it in my description box, my Amazon link if you're interested. And then you need some baby wipes, and then I'm going to be using some gloss apple barrel white paint, and I'm going to be using some Harvest Orange from Apple Barrel and some Yellow Flame from Apple Barrel. We're going to be mixing our paint. And then for the center, I think I'm going to use Chocolate Bar, not positive. And then if I do leaves, I've got Spring Green and Christmas Green that I can mix, okay? And you just need some brushes. I think I'm going to be using these 3, okay? Now you also need some sandpaper. Always sand your molds so before you use them the first time. You don't have to do it any more than that. And that will allow the paint to stick really nicely and you'll get a good effect. Now I do have one announcement that I need to make, so listen to this. I no longer have a P.O. box. And for those of you who sent me things and it was returned, I am so sorry. I did not know that they had closed my P.O. box. Usually they send me an email and let me know that it was closed. I think what happened was, you know, I had COVID pneumonia. I got sick in November. I was in the hospital in December for 7 days, and I was really sick in January. And I think that, they didn't send me the renewal, no matter how that goes. But my mind wasn't thinking P.O. box, and I still didn't think about it until one of you sent me something, and I wanted to get it, and I went down there, and my key didn't fit, and then I was like, that's really weird, and then I was like, oh my gosh, did I forget to pay? And so I called, and they're notorious for just, it's a mess, but anyway, they would hang up on me. They wouldn't answer the phone. It's a big mess. So anyway, I finally found out after much persistence that it was closed and everything was sent back to the sender. I'm so sorry if you sent me things I didn't know. And I just am truly sorry. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get another P.O. box. If I do, I'll let you know. And it won't be, I'm going to go to a much smaller town, not Pensacola, because it's just too much there. But so anyway, I thank you for everything that you sent me in the past. like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get another P.O. box. We'll just see. But I am truly sorry for any problems that it created, okay? So let me get everything flipped down and we will get started with this adorable fall pumpkin DIY for 2021. Okay, let me show you what I did just to see. I stamped this out on some parchment paper and I thought that was so pretty, and then I just started painting this. And like I said, I thought it would look so pretty on white, but I think it will probably be very pretty on this as well, okay? So, but this will show you what that stamp's going to look like. It's gorgeous, all right? So I'm going to use these little rollers, paint rollers that I always use, and I'm going to set it on either side of my pumpkin, and that will keep it from rolling. Okay, and I'm just going to get, here's these stamps, one sheet, you get 2 sheets. And I'm going to get this one right here. This is the one that I use. And I have some more of this, I think it's really freezer paper. I think that is about as good as I'm going to be able to get it, okay? So, like I said, I've already conditioned my stamps. You only do it one time. With sandpaper, you run it this way and then this way, all right? I'm going to take my Stays On ink, and we are just going to put this on here. I think this is going to give us such a cute look. Very, I'm hoping like a high-end look. If you would go to the store, I mean, they're doing so much with pumpkins. I had even thought about taking a pumpkin and paint it to look like wood and then doing this. I think that would be really cute, like I do, but I didn't do it, okay? I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to just look where I want this, lay it down, don't shift, then press all around. The pumpkin has grooves, that's okay. Then we're gonna lift straight up, and that's what we're getting. I think that's even cute like that, okay? Now, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. Now I really needed to put a little bit more ink because, well, what I needed to do is right in here, I needed to, where those grooves are, I needed to concentrate in that a lot better, but I think it's going to be fine, no problem. So I want this to dry. Okay, I dried it with a hair dryer. It didn't take long. Like I said, this is even cute, I think, okay? Now what I want to do, I'm going to put this down and I'm going to re-ink it. And I'm going to try to get it approximately, you could measure, I just never do. Going to try to get it roughly in the same spot. Okay, when you lay it down, commit, go down in those grooves, which I didn't do before. Then pick it straight up. And that's what we're getting. You see it transferred better this time, okay? Okay, here's the front and here is the back. And this color matches the stem, so I really like it. If you wanted, you definitely could leave it like this and it would be so pretty, okay? But what I think I want to do, and I've dried the other side with a hair dryer, is I want to take this one right here. And I think I'm going to put it right, I think this is going to give such a farmhouse look to these pumpkins. I want to put this about like here, right in here like that. Do I want to raise it up or do I want to bring it right down through there? Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to put our ink on it. And this is a sunflower that is kind of, it's on the way closing. I think it's going to be so farmhouse looking. Oh, love it. Okay, now I'm going to take this one. I'm going to grab it right here. And I'm going to put it I'm going to put it right here. So once you go down, commit. It's a smaller one, so I'm hoping, but just remember those ridges. You have to get in all those ridges. And then get your ends. And work on your centers really well. And then we're going to pull straight up. And that's what we have. I think that's really cute. It just gives it a look all the way around. Okay, now we're going to take this one. And I'm going to have this one going in the, well, I gotta dry this first. I do think practice helps. In these little grooves, okay? So then I'm going to take this one, I'm gonna put it right here. I'm going to take this one, put it right here. Try not to shift. So there is our pumpkin. And I put this one up a little higher than I did this one. And I think it gives it a little bit of a flow to it. You could make them the same if you wanted. Okay, so let me go ahead and dry this one with the hair dryer. Okay, this is what we have so far. I think that's really cute. If you would see this out in a store, you would pay a lot of money for it. And like I said, that ink matches up here, but I want to paint this to give it some dimensions. And I'm going to be using my acrylic paint. Okay, so I'm going to get my Apple Barrel Gloss White Paint. And I'm going to put just a little bit out here. And then I'm going to get the Harvest Orange. Put it right about there. And then my yellow right there, okay? Now, I think maybe the smaller one. It might just be better to hold it for now. Okay, I'm going to get into my yellow. with just a little bit of orange and mix that right here. And then I'm going to come right down through here and just paint it. Okay, and there is that. All right, then I'm going to take the yellow and the orange, put more orange in it this time. And just come down like that, all right? And you don't want, I want to be able to see my lines where I've stamped. I think it would give it gives it a nice effect, okay? Then we're going to take and just keep doing this and varying our colors. Make some a little more yellow, and we might even put in a little bit of white in that. Give it kind of like a creamy color. And then just come in here, kind of swirl your brush. It's kind of like painting by numbers. I think that's really cute, all right? So that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, I want some more orange. And in places where you didn't, the stamp didn't go ahead and get there well, just go over it and make it like you think it would be. Okay, I definitely want some more orange. I want a brighter orange. And when you get to the end, you can kind of flip your brush and it'll give it a little tail. Going to go in with a little more orange. Come up here. I think this is adorable. To your end, and this is what we're getting. Is that not adorable? If you would see that out, you'd pay so much money for that. Okay, and I like it with all three colors added. And if you get your paint thicker, I think it adds to the effect. Right up here, I'm going to go back over that because I think it needed it. Look at this, how adorable. This is so easy. It's a very easy fall project and very inexpensive, okay? Okay, I'm gonna dry this with a hair dryer. Well, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and go over here. No, I better dry this. I'm gonna dry this with a hair dryer so I don't accidentally smear. Okay, it's pretty dry, it's still a little damp. And I was thinking you could even take that dimensional or the slick paint and outline this if you wanted, and it would make it pop further. So adorable. I'm not going to do that. I'm loving it just like this. Now I have to paint the centers, but I'm going to do all my sunflowers first. So we're just going to roll right over here to this one. Same principle, come down and just twirl. If you have blue in your decor or you like pink, you could do this in those colors as well. You don't have to stay traditional colors. And everybody will want to know where you got your pumpkins. So just mix it until you like it. There isn't a right or a wrong way to do it. This is so easy and it's fun. Look at that, how cute that is. Okay, and here is this one. And you can make them as bright or as muted as you want. Now I'm going to dry this one with the hair dryer. All right, so we have this on the front, this on the back, or either way, it doesn't matter. Now we're going to paint these two sides. That's what we're getting. Try to make sure, you know, just don't paint like this. Go into each individual leaf. Petal. See how pretty that is? Okay, here is this one. Like I said, you could make them more colored in if you wanted, or you can make them very light. So far, I'm kind of just doing it haphazard, okay? Then we'll go to this one. Okay, here is this one. So this is what we're getting so far, okay? Now I'm going to clean my brush in just some water. And I'm going to dry those last two that I did, and then we'll paint the center. Okay, we're all pretty dry around through here, and you could even, well, you really shouldn't stop at this point, but you could, okay? Now what I want to do, I poured out some of this chocolate bar, and I have a little bit of my white, but I don't really think I'm going to use it, and I'm going to go in to that chocolate bar, and I'm just going to make little back and forth motions in circles. To try to give some dimension to the sunflower center. Like that. Isn't that cute? And it's so easy to do. Now I see right here, I need to come down further with my paint, but I'll do that later, okay? Just like that. So easy to do, okay? Like that. And I'm letting some of that pumpkin color kind of come through and help me out. I think that's really cute. Okay, there's that one. We're finished with this, okay? Let me look at it, dry it, and look at it and see if we want to do anything else. Well, here this is. I think it is beyond precious. Just look at that. And if you want to put more dimension in between those, you definitely could. Or you could get those little scribble paints and just outline the individual leaves. I think that would be so pretty. The sky is the limit with this. But here this is. It just looks, and you can make it more yellow. Like this one is a little more yellow and I like it. But I like the variation in all of them. And if you wanted to put little white dots in the center, you could for that, but I'm not going to. But just look how adorable this really, I love it. It's so cute. And it's very easy to make, very economical, and you have a one-of-a-kind pumpkin that you can customize to your decor, whatever color you want. And like I said, you could even paint this to look like wood. I may do another one and see about trying to make it look like wood and then stamping it. Oh, you can do so much. So I hope you enjoyed this fall DIY for 2021. This will upscale your fall decor till you will not believe it, but just look at that. It is so pretty, and I've never seen anything. It kind of reminds me of the ones at Hobby Lobby that have the trucks, except this is not engraved, but it's kind of hard to tell that far away. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out on YouTube. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe and become a member of our family. And if you subscribe, hit that notification bell and set it to all so you won't miss an upload. So I will see you Monday for a Cricut DIY, some sort of fall DIY. Now don't forget, I do not have a P.O. box anymore. I went through and tried to get, but I have over 800 videos. So I can't go through and delete it from every single one. It just takes too long. But so just disregard if you see that I have a P.O. box, because I don't. Like I said, I may get one later on, still not sure. So let me go get Maggie and let her say hi to you, and then I'll let you see what this looks like up close. Now I think I will take a water-based sealer and spray over this because I don't want to lose this at all. So let me go get Maggie. Okay, well, here's the baby. She was in there as usual under blankets. She is so funny. So I don't really have anything funny to tell you that she did. She does stuff all the time. But say, I didn't do anything exceptionally funny. Say hello. Say I love you. Say I sleepy baby. Yes, I'm a sleepy baby. So also I wanted to tell you, I'm in the process of getting merch for fall, and I'm really excited. I've designed the shirts myself. So if it's up, you'll see it. If it's not up and running yet, then you won't be able to see it. But I can't wait to get it. I put a large variety. That way you'd be different prices. And I've got everything from phone cases to face masks to sweatpants and hoodies. I've got you covered. So until next time. Bye, guys. Well, here it is. I just have it setting on a little container I made. But I love it. You know, I was thinking you could even sell these. They're so pretty. And when you look at them, they're pretty from any angle. I just think they are adorable. It's a way to give an upscale look to a pumpkin without the big, steep price. But I think they're so adorable. Like I said, sweet little fall DIY. So many possibilities. So until next time, bye guys.